All right, I want to talk about this new all-time high break in the market. I want to talk about why I'm waiting till the close. And uh, as someone who has been talking about this election for a long time from a purely stock market and data point of view, because I live in another country, so I don't really care, I've been kind of comparing this to an earnings report. And just like you wouldn't buy uh, an individual name right before an earnings report and get involved, you also wouldn't buy the stock market the day or a couple days before a major event like an election. And then we have another major event with FOMC down the road. So uh, that event is over. So the question I'm getting a lot at Stats Edge Trading, which we have a Discord room on top of everything else, you can come ask questions there, is am I putting risk back on? Because I had mentioned in the room that some of the algos have been putting out great trades recently, and I've been taking them, but I've been faster with them to take my profits and to move out because I wanted to be in a lot of cash for this big event that is gapping up, but could have just easily gapped down. And they say, okay, well, now that the event's over, are you just going to put on that risk back on the open? My answer is no, and it's because want to see what happens on the close. Just like if to use the earnings report analogy as well, is that right? If something like Google, Googl, I should spell that right, Googl, this candle right here was an earnings candle. So if I had just said, hey, I'm going to get into this Google because it's breaking out of this nice looking base here on a lot of volume. Look at that nice clean breakout on good relative volume. And I just bought it off the open. Well, then by the close, I'm down a bunch and right down a bunch more. So it's a risk reward question. If I don't turn on the algos right on the open and the market just rips, then I've missed a little bit. And the question I need to ask myself is that I'm okay with that versus if I turn everything on right on the open and just start getting involved in the market right on the open again, and we have a fade candle like this that fades us back into the range, I'll be a little bit less happy. So I think, again, even though the event is behind, the market hasn't had the chance to digest that event. Everything happened overnight when markets are liquid and thin. I want to see what happens when the market actually opens and institutions have the liquidity to start putting money to work and to see what happens then. So today and then maybe tomorrow with FOMC, get those out of the way, see what happens Friday. That's probably when I'll start getting involved in some of the names that I like. So if you found this helpful at all, again, make sure you come to statsedgetrading.com. Check out Stats Edge Pro, where you get access to 30 symbols every single week that have buy and sell recommendations for different time frames, for different goals. Here's the trigger price, here's a stop loss price. All of that stuff is sorted for you because I'm running these algorithms and trying to build these algorithms that end up giving us an edge on the market in the long run. No guru, you're not going to make a million% overnight, but we're doing very, very well this year. And the people who are in the Discord room are happy. So come check it out and see if it's something you're interested in over at satsettrading.com.